Okay, we're going to install the grab bar. So we just got most of our equipment in here. I'm just going to open a 18-inch grab bar that we're going to put on the foot of the tub wall or the control wall of the shower. Usually, I like to keep a trash bag handy in here to keep the work site clean as we install the bar. Grab bars always come with their own set of screws. However, I find most of the time that we don't get to use them because a grab bar like this is 18 inches. Studs tend to be 16 inches apart, so a lot of times we don't get to hit studs. A lot of people ask questions, what do we use as a fastener? We use 1/4-inch togglers, and there's been studies to show that these hold up quite well under duress. Another thing I like to do is carry a roll of tape. The end cap covers, if we don't secure them, will clang around and annoy us quite a bit. So with just some painter's tape, we don't leave any tape residue, and we can get these little boogers out of our way. No, time out. And action. Take 2. We're going to set the height of the grab bar. That should be 36 inches from the bottom of the tub. So we have our tape measure. That's 36. Let's make a couple of marks. And you can probably get it. Good. Now for the grab bar on the control wall, it should be even with the edge of the tub. So, I'm trying to miss the grout lines as best I can. With my holes. That would be good. I use a dry erase marker to mark my holes before I drill. And if you want to get a shot of the holes, or that might be easier on the other one too. I use a hammer drill to drill the pilot holes through the tile. Always good to kind of get an idea what's on the other side of the wall behind you. With this wall, we don't really have that danger of having electricity behind us, like a light switch or something like that, which sometimes we see on the back of showers. On our drill, we use a 1/4-inch diamond bit and drills a nice 1/4-inch hole, which we need for the use of our togglers. I always want to keep it wet as we drill, and I'll usually start at the top hole. Once we break through the tile, I'll stop there. And then the first hole, because you're never 100% sure what's going to be behind the walls, I like to find out before I drill all my holes. So I bring in a second drill and finish out the hole. Still looks like drywall. stud as we got through the drywall. So with wood, we're going to go back and use a wood screw. So I want to make sure that we 6 inches in. A little surprised to be hitting wood there. But that's what I said. You never really know what's behind the wall till you get there. So we'll drill the next one. Okay. Now, because I think it's wood, I'm still not 100% sure. I'm going to drill a pilot hole with a smaller bit. Then I can always come back and make the holes bigger. Well, I can't come back and make them any smaller. Alright, I definitely had a solid surface that whole time I was drilling. And I can see with my light in there that it is indeed wood. So, good job. Alright, now we'll go and drill the other side. And the water on that really helps to get longer use out of the bit, as well as to keep some of the dust down. Alright, see how that drill went straight through? There's nothing behind that wall. So that's where we'll use a toggler. Clean off my surfaces. And because we're in the shower, we want to make sure that we're caulking appropriately to prevent water from getting into the grab bar and then into the wall. So we'll just put a little caulk around the rim where we have the togglers going in. Toggle bolt will go in the hole just like that. And then as we go in through the hole behind the wall, we'll spread it out to give it a backing. And then we'll cinch it up and snap it off, and we're good to go, just like so. Make sure we get a good level surface in the wall. Snap it off. And the second one in. With the togglers, if you don't get it completely level, they do have a tendency to snap off. The screws don't like it. It doesn't work very well. I want to check and see if we can use the screws that came with the grab bars. And it looks like it's deep enough we can. Good deal. Keep out 2 of those. Oops. get the toggle bolt started. Starting by hand. And we will start the other side. Using our screws. Check the level. We do have a little play to level it out. Maybe. Things are tightening up good. Bring the other screw in. Push these in. And then we'll do the last tightening by hand. There you go. Do the chin up on that if we needed to. Now we're going to caulk again around the screws before we put the end caps in place. Just so water can't get in there and gum it up. The type of caulk that we use is silicone caulk. It's 4 showers and it takes about 3 hours to be shower ready. But if we don't caulk, we run the risk of water getting in and ruining our fine Grabrail installation. Getting around the screw heads as well. There we go. Now we'll take off the tape. Put the end caps in place. And one last caulking around the handles here. Around the top. Got the caulk roughly in place, and the last step is we'll just smooth out the caulk so we have a nice clean finish. So just keep a wet finger and a rag handy. Wipe off the excess caulk. Push the caulk into the crack. The wetness on my finger keeps it from dragging all the caulk out of there. And gives me a good line. Same thing on the other side. There we go. One down. And that is a fine Grabrail.